Hi, this is Joe here with another review. For the sake of this video, we'll be discussing the 1964 film, Devil Doll. Of course, this movie is a kind of like an episode of The Twilight Zone on steroids. Of course, the episode I'm talking about, I think the episode called The Dummy with Cliff Robertson. It's similar to that. Not exactly scene for scene, but similar to that episode. And we'll get into it. Now, this movie is about a ventriloquist who, sorry for getting the notifications here, who has this lifelike dummy named Hugo, and he used it without any strings, without any motors or anything. This puppet moves around on stage, and actually there was an actual midget. What I call him a midget. In a woman was about like 4 feet, 4'2", whatever it was in that costume. So it was in that dummy. I guess you say costume, I guess, and a little bit of trivia on that. And so this reporter is trying to figure out how this ventriloquist is doing that without any motors, without any. It's got to be. It's trying to figure out. Kind of be like the Valentino of ventriloquist. In case you know who Valentino is a magician who went on television starting in 1997 did a series of specials, and then back in 2008 through 2009 did 13 episodes of how magicians do their tricks. Like a decade later, did 4 specials originally, and then he did like 13 more episodes after that to show how magicians do their tricks. And so that's what this guy, as a reporter, was trying to do, was trying to show how this ventriloquist did all the tricks. So when that's going on, the ventriloquist is interested in the reporter's girlfriend to put her soul into Hugo's body. And of course, what she didn't know was that there was an actual Hugo whose soul is trapped in that dummy. So what the ventriloquist was doing was to switch Hugo's soul for the reporter's girlfriend's soul. I mean, and that sounds convoluted, but the plot, but that's what the plot of the movie is. And of course, the reporter actually finds out what's going on, and then he's trying to convince the cops what's happening, and the cops, just like any other horror film, nobody believes him. So he eventually finds out, as he does his own research, finds out what actually was going on, and then they said, "Oh, now we finally believe you." And then what happened was kind of like something on the Twilight Zone. Whatever spell the ventriloquist used to put the Hugo's soul into the dummy reversed itself, and now the ventriloquist is in the dumb puppet's body, and Hugo is in the ventriloquist, human body. I mean, it's kind of like the ending of that Twilight Zone episode I referenced earlier. So it's really, and the ending reminded me of the Twilight Zone episode as I was watching it, and so it was really, I'm like, okay, this is just like, and the Twilight Zone was on television at the time. I think the Twilight Zone ended its 5-year run. Around the time, I think it ended the same year that the movie came out, 1964. So, I think they might have ripped off this plot of a Twilight Zone episode. I mean, it was that crazy. Maybe Rod Serling actually wrote this movie because it's so crazy. But the movie, it's it's kind of like a slow-paced horror film. Usually, a horror film is not really. I don't know how long the movie actually is in actual length. But if it's like an hour and a half, I'd be very, very surprised if it was an hour and a half long. Or an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, this movie feels longer than it is, and it's kind of like slow. It's real slow paced before you get to the actual meat of the story and the meat of the plot. But like I said earlier at the top of this review, it's like a Twilight Zone episode, The Dummy, on steroids. That's how I feel about it. I mean, it feels like it's going. I felt like it was going to have that kind of an ending, because if you see enough that episode of the Twilight Zone, and then you see this movie, so you know how it's going to end. That Hugo's soul is going to make a switch with the ventriloquist soul into the dummy's body, and that's how it ended. So that's my review of the movie Devil Doll. Please click on the video, please rate it, please subscribe to my channel, please forward this video on your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews and all on my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com. That's all WDY and then C.com. The homepage is Rowdy Reviewer Chris Lee Moore, and please check out all of his videos on this website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.